Hello, everyone. It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery. Thank you for joining us today. Let me see if I've got comments. I don't. Surprise, surprise. So let me check over here. Susie's here. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining us. Susie, our neighbor. Whoa! I turned off the sound. Be quiet. All right, and let me also make sure I'm on Do Not Disturb, because my do not disturb hasn't been coming on at the specified times anymore. My watch woke me up very early this morning with a notification that I was like, why are you notifying me of this? Me? No, it was not you. You were sleeping too, actually. It was that early. It was something else. I forget what it was. Just something nonsense came through. So let's see. Susie's here. We have Kimberly says, hello, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Excited to hear about the show, William and Andrew. Teresa is here. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. Norma is here. Hello, Norma. Thank you all for hanging out. If you're out there, please say hi. I've got my little shadow play creature button on today. Isn't that cute? I like it. Susan is here, says, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I have to really squint over here at these. I'm on my iPad over here instead of a computer, and the screen is like the 11-inch. It's small, and then your comments are like this big. So hopefully StreamYard kicks in real quick today and starts putting those comments over here. I know it's been doing it sometimes at 24 minutes or so, but we'll see. We'll see. I still have to write them and be like, yo, but that's like so low on my to-do list. I haven't done it yet. So yeah, the show. What? The show is always fun. It's Handmade Arcade in Pittsburgh. The show is a ton of fun. And it's kind of a one-day show. We're there on Friday. It's only 4 hours this year on Friday, which I feel like is longer than it used to be. But it was 4 hours on Friday for preview night. And then we drove back home from Pittsburgh. And I did a lot of, so we set up on Friday and we had one table and we had just one long table. And we started looking at it and looking at other people's stuff and things that we kind of wanted to do. And we decided maybe we should have more stuff and more tables. So we came home Friday night and we left Pittsburgh around 8:30 on Friday night. Stopped off for some food real quick. So we got home around what, 9:30, probably around 10:30. And then I dropped Andrew off at home because he was going to work on some things, some creatures. And I went up to the cottage here to pick up some extra things. I dug around in the garage to find another table. And then I went up to Johnstown, up to the store, to pick out some other things that we could put on the other table that we set up on Saturday morning. So I got home about 1 or 1:30 after all of that, and then set my alarm for 5 a.m. or 4:30 or 5 a.m. and ate real quick and went to bed. And then we got up very early. I'd also kind of pre-packed the car with the things that we needed to take up there too. Got up very early, gathered a few things around the house. We got ready and we left very early on Saturday and got there at about, what was it, 7:30 or 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and redid our entire setup. We also stopped at Walmart and bought a Christmas tree so we could hang the ornaments. Because we just have this little tiny metal tree that we sometimes use to hang the ornaments on, and it's not really, we wanted more visual height. So we ended up getting a bigger tree, a 4-foot tree. And we thought it was lit with LED lights, and it was, well, it might have been, but they weren't battery operated. I thought they were going to be battery operated for that small of a tree. They were not. So we didn't have lights on our tree because we didn't have electric at our booth. But we got that set up. We made the booth into an L shape where we put out a lot more of Andrew's artwork and some of his prints. We got a lot more height going on the booth.
We've been talking about for years about changing it into like a L shape.
Trying to do the L shape where people walk into the booth instead of up to the booth.
And part of me thinks that was maybe a mistake.
Yeah, we
Because there's something nice about being like right up front when people walk by, because then they're sure to stop.
Yeah, when they walk by, we always say hi to everyone. And when we do that, it usually jolts them and they can look right down because they're right there. When it's an L shape, we were set further back.
And so you have to kind of go in.
And so we were saying hi to a lot of people, but they were just kind of like hi and kept walking because they would actually had to have walked into the booth to see a lot of the stuff. So we don't know. It maybe was a mistake.
We did get some sales from the stuff that were on the table that we wouldn't have had otherwise.
But whether it was wise to put that up front or have that, we don't know.
And then also, like, our neighbor had a black backdrop and we had a black backdrop.
One had a black and one had a white on the sides of our booth. So we had one white and one black, and then ours was black. And our L-shaped table was like, most people, here in the US, we walk on the right-hand side. And so when people were approaching from the right-hand side, our one side of the booth looked more empty because the L shape was on the other side. So it looked like we were set back. And
it almost an optical illusion.
Yeah.
It seemed further back than it was.
Yeah, and if you were approaching from the one side, it looked like there was nothing in there until you got right up on it. And so we kind of looked a little empty, and we didn't realize that until part of the way through. We probably should have put the L shape on the other side and switched things around, but it just, in our minds, we did it on the one side, and that's what we did. So anyway, it was, we probably either should have had two L, like made a U shape.
And put stuff kind of like on the end cap.
Yeah. Or we should have put the L probably on the other side. But anyway, numbers were down.
I mean, it's always fun.
It's always a fun show.
More money than we probably would have if we're at the store.
Definitely more money than we would have if we just had the store open.
And
so we have to look at it that way. But it was that our numbers, we have pretty, we've been doing this was our 4th year. We have pretty standard numbers that don't deviate much that we do year to year. And we were down by at least a third this year. So that's a pretty significant loss. But
it was seem quieter too.
But yeah, it just was, I don't think it was as attended as it has been in the past.
And I think a lot of the shows are kind of like that right now.
We've noticed that. I don't know what you all are noticing at shows, but
some people are having a great time, but I've also noticed that usually those are more like in bigger cities, and because we're still, I don't know, I still think we're a little bit, I don't know, like, I think usually we have more sales, like a lot of small sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have buttons and prints, and usually we sell tons of those.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's a lot of more younger people who are probably like 16 to 21 who come in, and they don't have a lot of money, generally speaking, and they usually buy
those little things,
and we sell tons of them. And this year I feel like we sold like
a few,
but
also like watching people walk through the aisles, they weren't carrying the bags that they normally carry. Mm-hmm. Like normally you'd see people at this show like loaded up with bags from different vendors, and they're really carrying a lot of stuff. It was not. People just looked like they were not, but there were a lot of people looking and saying, I'll be back, that kind of thing. I'm going to do a whole lap around. Whereas normally some of them say that, but most of them are like, I'm going to get this while I'm here. Mm-hmm. and then they keep going. But I think budgets are tighter this year. And people are really like looking first at everything before they made their decisions.
The other thing is that there's another kind of a big convention show
Hmm. That was
they
a big thing.
moved to this weekend. So it's like it kind of split that kind of weird, kind of quirky customer.
Yeah, normally we see people dressed up from the other convention there, and they're kind of hanging out, and it's all one big event. Um, and you said it was split up into 2 weekends, or was it at a different location?
They moved it to a different weekend, so I kind of feel like the people who maybe would have went to both only went to one.
One to one. And a lot of that is a younger crowd,
Mhm.
which is some of our button and print people,
Uh-huh.
like the weird stuff.
The cosplay people.
Yeah.
Like, well, I only saw like a couple people dressed up in cosplay,
Yeah.
and usually there's like a gaggle of them.
There's usually at least one part of the day where you just start seeing tons of them flooding in.
Like 20, 30 of them
Yeah.
that all come in.
We saw like 6 people.
And they wear like, they're very distinctive. So they wear like this, I don't know what the style is called, but they dress like little girls.
Yeah.
And they have these weird like Miss Moffat kind of
like cherry popsicle. I don't know, like cherry.
I don't know, but
I think they had cherries on their skirts, and they were like these floofy little skirts, and
yeah, with like a bustle.
yeah. So
they wear the little gloves, the fingerless gloves, and
it reminds me of like almost like Japanese.
Oh, it's totally it's anime.
Anime kind of.
I just don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah.
But it's like a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember watching this show where this woman had to wear the outfit, and she worked in this like cafe, and her husband hated it, and she's like, "This is how we make money."
Yeah.
And so,
Marianne's here. Hello, Marianne. Valerie's also here. Valerie Schultz, thank you for joining us. Susie says, "Love your pin." Sue says, "With the economy today, people are watching their spending." I think it's true. And it is significantly showing in what we do.
the stuff we sell, you don't need to eat it. You don't need to like live. You can't live in it.
So that's how the show was.
It wasn't terrible.
No.
And it's
We're thankful for it.
If we had to rely solely on it, like some of them, that's how they make their income.
Yeah, that's their main push for the holiday season.
And I think if we were in that position, it would be a little bit frightening. Because it just wasn't as busy this year.
No.
So, and then who knows? Some of the people, they said they had a great show. So
yeah. So, yeah, a lot of the people we talked to said it was much slower, but some people said it was really good. So you never know. You never know. And it's one of those shows, like they were talking about it, that they never kind of grandfather people in. It's always a selection committee that re-chooses the entire layout every year. So there were about 218 vendors, they said. Something like that, 218 vendors.
We actually didn't get in last year.
Nope, we didn't officially get in. We got snuck in.
Because so you can apply for it and then, get in that way. But we were in this program, which was like a small business incubator kind of program. And they had a table that somebody dropped out. And so they offered it up.
Open it up to previous attendees or previous,
because that's how we started doing this show.
Yeah,
because for a long time we didn't do shows. Well, I mean, we did bead shows, but we didn't really do
not
shows
consistently, and trade holiday shows. So yeah, we snuck in last year, even though we were rejected. Actually, like we did not get. We tried and did not get in. The first 2 years we were in is also through that group. We got in the first year because of it, and then the second year they opened it up to previous people, and we got in. And then the third year, we tried to get in ourselves and were rejected, but they had a dropout, so they had to quickly fill that position. And we said yes. We threw our hands in the air.
And
And
I think it's because we applied for jewelry before.
Yeah.
And they just have tons of jewelry people. So
Well,
this
I
year,
did a big write up this year about artwork and jewelry and things tying together, and how Andrew creates this kind of world, and we use it on various things from all price points, and I think they like that.
plus we sent a picture of a cute pickle. And so that it was different, you
Yeah,
know.
it was different.
And so that it's not like just a bunch of necklaces.
Mhm.
So so I think
Yeah.
that helped us stand out.
So that's what we did there. If you missed the live on, was it Thursday? I just did a work with us kind of live where I did dye sublimation, and you watched us do that. And we made some ornaments and tried to make some pins, and wasn't quite working out. So I was troubleshooting things, but that's the way things happen sometimes, right? And so that was that. And
And then yesterday we
what was
I
yesterday?
decompressed a little bit because I was getting a little bit hurting time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was standing on the concrete, even though we brought the pads, we have these
Mats, kitchen mats,
and they're like a ergonomic
anti-fatigue.
anti-fatigue mat. And so even though we had those, it still was a little bit hard
It
on
was
them.
hard to stand for.
And I
I mean,
think
we were there
because
from at least 8 a.m. until 8:30, well, 8 p.m. or 7 p.m.
and then I think also because it's been cold, that also has kind of messed with my joints and stuff. So
Yeah.
because like there was one day when I just kind of like moved and like all these little bones cracked, and it wasn't like the good cracking. It was like the
The painful cracking.
it was like, what is happening to you?
Susan says, I don't enjoy doing shows, way too introverted. I like shows. I don't mind them. But they are something that we look at as an added bonus to our kind of budgeting and stuff, rather than something we rely on.
Yeah, because it's so feast or famine with that,
Mhm.
and like we always go in kind of just like
As long as we cover our table fees, that's what we're hoping. Like,
will be kind
yeah,
of thing. Like
we're just hoping to cover whatever our table fees are, whatever we
our
put into it,
expenses.
and our expenses. And if we do that, we consider it at least okay. If we go above and beyond that, then that's like bonus kind of. And it really is taking some of the place of some of the store not being busy yet. Whereas we used to in our budget have a complete like kind of store budget when we were in Ligonier.
Now basically we just see it. This store is more of a negative than uh, a positive. Like I mean, like not negative like bad, but
Yeah.
it's just like it's like a loss.
It is not covering itself. Yeah, it is currently a loss that we are trying to make up for, and these shows help to do that. That's
They do that.
Yeah. Well, they help to do that. I don't know. We don't have enough of them to completely cover what we are losing from the move, but we're getting there. We had people. Andrew was
He was
recuperating on
busy
Sunday, and I was up at the store on Sunday, and I was busy. I had 3, 4, 5, 6 or so people, I think, who came in. And
I mean, that's so funny to think that that's busy.
that's busy, I know, but
Like one time, like in the old times, that was like one group.
yeah,
There's 6 or 7 people.
this was 3 groups.
3 groups of 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, almost. But this was, 3 visits, and everybody bought a little something. So that for us
Yeah,
is that's a plus. That's a
Yeah,
plus.
we know that we are going to be down for the first couple years.
Yeah.
So I know that like some people when they look at that, they're like they get scared.
Mhm.
And I think if we were
It's scary, but we knew it going in.
Yeah,
Like,
but I also think if we didn't have like the lives and we didn't have the online store, you know, it would be a much different ball of wax.
Yeah. Oh, Suzanne has joined us. Says hello, everyone. I'm here today, but tomorrow I'll be at a vigil.
Mm.
Boy, says great pin, William. Thank you. We found this just before the live, and I put it on. Andrew says, "Put that on." It's pretty cute, right? Put it on right now. Isn't it cute? We sell these. Well, we used to sell these in the online store. I took them off because we sell them in the shows now, and I didn't want to oversell. So they're not on the online store right at the moment, but maybe we'll make some more.
People want them. Why?
People want them. Marianne says anything over 8 hours is hard.
Anything over like 2 hours is hard.
For him with his gout. It's
like the one day it was like because they have the loading bay open, and even though it's not terribly cold right now, it's cold.
This was a giant convention hall that it is an eco building. So they do not have like high powered heat in there. So when the doors are open, the heat is pretty much not on. They're not wasting heat.
It takes a while for it to warm up.
So the loading doors were open all day on Friday for people to bring their cars onto the selling floor and set up their booths. We didn't need that because we carry everything in those little trolley carts that you saw in the picture probably that we posted.
Dragging those all over Pittsburgh.
Yeah. But they open those big bay doors that are open to the outside. So all day they had those open. So when we got there on Friday afternoon, it was cold.
Like I had my full coat on and didn't take it off.
Yeah. And
gloves and hat.
Yeah. And we set up and then we had to sell there for 4 hours that they had closed the doors, but it did not warm up that whole night. Luckily,
the next day it was warm.
When we came in the next day, that was more like I could take my coat off and it was fairly comfortable and got a little overheated at one point just from
you are really hot.
Yeah, but I do stay warmer these days, I think. Diane's here. Hello, Diane. Good to see you. So yeah, so that was the show. And then we had I'm gonna say it was considered a busy day in the store for now. A busy day maybe 5 years ago, that would not have been a busy day, but now it was a busy day in the store. And we had dinner. We had a celebratory dinner because it was it's hard setting up a show and doing all this and getting up at, getting 3 hours of sleep really between show days and driving 2 hours, 2.5 hours every day. So we had a little celebratory dinner. We went to one of our favorite Indian restaurants in Monroeville, between here in Pittsburgh.
It was good.
And it was delicious as always.
Leftover. Leftovers or soup tonight? I
don't know. Maybe a little bit of both.
Seems like double stuck here.
But so that came out of our expenses, of course, for the show. But then the store money made up for that meal that night. So and then some. The gas, a little bit of splurged on our meal. But the store money made up for the meal and the gas money to Pittsburgh. So that's good. So that was that. And
then today and a lot of yesterday, it's just like a lot of like I feel like I'm still catching up from being away.
Oh,
so there's just so much like paperwork and things that like I kind of let slide while we were in Italy. And so like I've been catching up on that and kind of organizing things and making sure that like I'm stepping off of the board so that we can kind of focus on the business. And so there's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's pulling out of some of his groups and stepping down from the board.
A lot of he's on volunteer stuff.
So that we can kind of refocus in this new year on really working on the business together. And also on his own.
Because we are kind of like, I feel like my own career is taking off. But because we're like being pulled in so many directions, it's kind of like not getting there.
Yeah. Well, we don't want you to plateau. Like the store had hit a point where it kind of plateaued because of the effort we could put in it and the ways we were being pulled away in certain things. and his career is starting to take off as a metal artist and jewelry maker, and we want that to happen. So he got into a lot of different groups. Of course, he was away a lot this year doing classes and things at various craft schools with the scholarships he got, and he has calmed down a little in filling out those scholarships for next year.
I'm not. I do want to go to someone, but at the same time, I'm not as actively trying to go to as many.
Yeah, we need to focus. And if we can get a good year here under our belts again, where we really refocus, then maybe the next year we can start doing more of that again.
Yeah, it's fun to take classes.
Of course it is, but it's also good to invigorate our work here.
Well, I also think that like I spent a lot of time learning over this past summer, so it'll be good to like actually implement some of those things
before they go away.
Wow.
He's like, well, that's already happened.
Like,
it's a whole year's worth of knowledge. No, but you remember a lot of it, and you take lots of notes. He's like,
I have to do some deep diving because I was like, where am I? I think in Italy. Who am I?
I know, but you'll pull out the things I think as you're working that make sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that he really has not had a chance to be in the studio here.
No.
Like,
and when I'm here, I'm cleaning.
He's cleaning or doing emails. Like it's like that's so he needs to get into the studio and actually have a chance to work. So that's what this next year is going to be, him working on that and us kind of repositioning the store for success, hopefully, and kind of looking at things and what works, what doesn't work.
Well, I am teaching in 2 craft schools next year in September and October.
Mm-hmm.
So Touchstone, I'll be teaching color pencil on metal.
Nice.
And then Peters Valley, I'm teaching. What am I teaching?
So when are those signups? Let's get those out early. Get people.
I don't think they're up yet.
Probably not yet. Yeah.
It's like, what am I teaching? I mean, it's so long ago that I filled some of those out.
Yeah.
I need to look that up.
So he'll be at Peters Valley and Touchstone, and then he's also doing. This week we're doing some the kids classes by children, like teenagers, at Contemporary Craft in Pittsburgh. So that's the plan. I think that's on
water slide decal.
Water slide decals at Peters Valley.
I had to look that up because I was like,
what am I doing?
And then I did get offered a thing to teach a week-long thing on powder coating, but that is not I haven't
solidified yet
for that, so I'm not gonna spill the beans.
Marion says exposure makes it easier to regain knowledge, education you have done in the recent past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he needs to be able to start doing some stuff because you're getting involved in a lot. You're applying to a lot of shows, and you need to have work to put in those shows.
That's one of the things that we kind of ran into a hiccup this year, because I was in all these shows and I didn't have enough work to be in all the shows at the same time. Yeah. And so that was a little bit scary because a lot of the pieces were out. And so it was like, and they're still out. I mean,
some are still out. And it was trying to figure out the timing between when I'm getting this piece back and I can send it to this show instead of having more of a body of work to send. Yeah,
I haven't really gotten a chance, like, settle down and make the artwork for that I'm getting known for. Like, I've been making a lot and consistently a lot, but it's not like the thing that's kind of hitting right now is my self-portrait brooches. And I'll always make them, but kind of like I'm kind of wanting to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And my mentor is like, you need to keep making them.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's like, and she's like, you got this. You make like 100 things,
right?
Like 100 more.
At least a few more, maybe, right?
And I was like, oof.
And then find some transitional material.
Well, I'm trying to do both at once, which is tricky. So the thing is like this, and I think some of the Patreon people, they see it because I've been trying to post stuff that I'm trying to do. That's not always successful.
Yeah.
And sometimes, so it's kind of like my experiment.
I get to see some of the experiments, yeah.
And so there is so much work that goes on that nobody ever sees. Like even William, he's like, "What'd you do today?" I was like, "Stuff."
That's what I get told, stuff.
And it's because some of the stuff is like not fun and it's kind of like tedious, or it's like stuff that like I do research. Like I research stuff for like hours and hours and stuff. Like that book, I ran into somebody that I went to a class with, and his wife was doing the show.
This was at the show in Pittsburgh.
And which they're delightful.
Yes, they are.
And so she mentioned this book that she got that really helped her with her process.
Her ceramics.
And I thought that would be good for William since he's doing it and he really enjoys.
She's about surface decoration, and that's what I'm finding enjoyment in the ceramics right now, is the surface decoration.
I know, but you should make some so that I can decorate too. Get the wheel set up.
I know.
Get the sweatshop going.
I know.
Amy said she'd fire it if you make it with the clay.
I have to buy her clay.
So go buy her clay and then just set the thing up and then just get to working.
Get to working. Make little vessels.
Yeah. Not huge, because I don't want to mess with the huge stuff. Anyway, so
he's got plans for me now.
So this book, we looked it up and it's expensive.
Yeah. And if you can find it, because it's out of print.
I was like, why is this out of print? And when it originally was sold, it was sold for $17.98. And it is now being sold for $129.
200, you found one?
200. The lowest one was to rent it.
To rent it.
For $51. You can buy a kind of beat up copy for like $60, or like a little bit more. So I finally found there's this thing called Archive, and I found a copy on that. And so I kind of I took screenshots of all of the instructional stuff. So I'll edit the pictures and we'll put that into a file that we can.
We're still trying to contact the author to see if they have a copy.
I contacted one of the places that sold the remainders. And they said they're out. I was like, do you have any ones like busted? I'll take the busted one. Because sometimes like I worked in a bookstore, and like some of the things, like if it gets like damaged at all, they pull it and they put it in like a sale section, but they won't list it online. And so I asked them if they had any copies, and they're like, no.
So this is the kind of stuff that Andrew does during his days sometimes too.
Finding stuff like that.
Yeah. So, Marianne says, people rent books out? ?
Look at a library.
A lending library for craft.
But they're sold as textbooks. So it's like renting a textbook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oof.
$50 to rent it.
But you know what that is like? I don't know what happens in the textbook world that they're so expensive. Like some of those textbooks are like $1,000 for.
I remember when I bought textbooks, they were expensive.
And I was like, who?
And I'm sure they're more expensive now. It says textbooks are expensive.
But it's not an actual textbook. It was a LARC book.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what y'all doing?
I mean, maybe it was used as a textbook somewhere. So like, okay, it's a textbook now.
It's a textbook now.
One college used it.
Well, a lot of those craft books, I have noticed that some of them, once they're out of print, they get redonkulous. Yeah. Like the one, the Japanese patinas, like hundreds of dollars. And I was like, this information exists in the world.
Right.
It's just not in a bound format anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and probably a lot of the information in that book is found somewhere. But
I don't know, maybe. See, the thing that I like about having the actual books is that it never goes away.
Right.
And then also, I want to be one of the people who protects that kind of knowledge in case it does, like, something does happen,
Right.
where, like, there's a couple websites where it's like a metalsmith community and stuff, and there's tons of information on it. But say they get hacked, and then all their things get taken down.
Yeah.
Then no more.
No more. But also, yeah, and also the thing, like, it was legitimately real factual information to be put into a book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that works. It's not something you find on the internet that may or may not work and is written by who knows who. AI.
Well, that's like the cake recipe that has concrete in
it. Right.
They took that off of somebody's post on Reddit that was like a joke post. And like, I looked at this one technique. I was curious to see if, like, the AI has like all the secret knowledge of enameling. And so I asked it some questions, and they were like, oh, well, you can put this, this, and this. And it referenced a book. And I had the book. So I looked it up. Nowhere in the book is this information. And they just lied.
Well, you had the wrong page numbers. Like, it didn't even have.
I mean, it didn't even have that many. Like, it said it was on like page 236 or something. And the book only has 130 pages.
Yeah.
And I was like, unless it's like large print.
Right. Teresa says, my daughter's textbooks are outrageously priced.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, and the thing is
and they can do it because people have to have them for college.
And the thing is, like, a lot of those people, like, I don't know if the authors are getting the money or who's getting the money. Because I know some people who wrote textbooks.
I was gonna say, if it's the authors, it's nice. That's a nice job to get if you can get it.
And I'm like, I don't think they're getting it.
Probably not. It's probably going to the universities
or whoever's publishing those things. But a lot of things are moving digital, so
yeah.
I noticed that some people are getting their textbooks and stuff like online
on their iPads.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we've been up to. What have you all been up to? How was your weekend? Anybody do anything?
We all did good.
Anybody do anything fun? Have any interesting times? Do anything exciting? How's holiday preparations going for everybody?
I know some of y'all get really into it.
Yeah. How's
we
everything
bought a Christmas tree.
We bought a Christmas tree for the show, and we're going to put it at the store. I didn't have a time because I was busy at the store. I didn't want to tear.
Probably do our background.
I'm going to redo our background a little bit.
My procrastinating. I started cleaning the studios out, and it
does look pretty nice.
I know. I just because I have a deadline tonight.
So of course he started cleaning instead.
Myself.
And I did need help getting the live going today because trying to find some stuff. Andrew opened up some of his extra stash for y'all tonight. So we have some probably a mix of some stuff that maybe some of you have seen before, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Nothing, and then all new. Andrew opened up a lot of his stash. This is all gonna
old stuff.
Yeah, it's vintage,
but
it's new to you. The author does get a good portion, Marianne says. Textbooks are often published by university presses. And Teresa says, I made snowflakes from red and blue paper bags. That's cool. Suzanne put their tree up yesterday. Nice. We're hoping to put our tree in the store window and at least be semi-festive at the store.
We were gonna go to this Christmas party on Saturday night because we got invited.
This Saturday? This past
Saturday.
I forgot about that.
No way.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, Katie, I'm not coming. Like, my foot hurts, and I know I'm gonna be on concrete all day.
We went to have Indian food instead.
On Saturday night?
Yeah.
I didn't mention that.
Well, that's all we could handle. That was like, we sat down in the booth, at the table,
And like
And
we talk sometimes, but sometimes we don't.
yeah,
And just kind of just sat there quietly,
yeah. We
letting our voices rest.
we fed our faces, and
I mean, my mouth is too full.
we ate really well though. Like
Yeah, and then it's so silly because I was like, I'm so full, I couldn't eat another bite. And then we got home and I was like, do we have a snack?
I know we both did. We're both like, do we have some snack? But we were full at the moment of eating.
Oh my gosh, I was almost gonna throw up. I was eating so much.
I know. I was like, please don't burp because that's no good. It was that
We
full.
had like we took the food to go home, and there was some that wouldn't fit in the container, and so I was like forced
He's
myself to
not
eat
gonna
it
waste it.
because it was so good.
Yeah.
And then so there was a little bit of regret see on that.
But not too much because you
Um,
were hungry by the time you got home.
the ride home, there was a little bit
A
of
little bit of regret in the car ride.
like when the belt squeezed against my stomach.
He's like, I might have to loosen my belt a few notches.
I did.
He's like, I did.
I didn't might. I did. I had to unleash myself, not like completely, but you know,
Yeah.
I didn't have my soft pants on, so
No, hard pants all the way.
correct. So no, I'm not used to wearing hard pants. I guess that's also what's different in Italy, as wear hard pants all the time.
Yeah, you were.
But in real life, I wear sweatpants, y'all, in like moon
I'm
movies.
surprised you didn't wear sweatpants
I
today.
am wearing them.
Oh, underneath your other
Correct,
pants?
because it's cold.
Yeah. He's
And
got multi layers on today. I didn't know that.
Like all the pictures of Italy, I look plus size because I've got so many layers on. And then like my scarf, I was like shoving it down in my front. And so it kind of made it look like I was like mildly pregnant. And you know,
Hey, who cares? We were warm and we had a good time.
yeah, but you know, somebody should have been like, yo, picture time.
Like,
Grab your
okay.
scarf around your neck, pull it out. Instead, it's like, but that's fine. I know. People are gonna be like, what happened to him?
Kimberly says, speaking of, I need to go put my sweats on. I'm wearing jeggings right now.
What is it, jegging?
Jean leggings, I think.
Is it?
Leggings that are jeans? Is that jeggings?
Sounds tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it'll be all squeezing your areas.
I know.
That's for the youth.
I know some of the youth at the show, I saw them and I thought they were like wearing tight jeans, and they were not. They were like sweat leggings.
Oh, some of it I was like, oh my god.
They were like sweatpants, but leggings. And it was, I was just like, this is new. This is new.
You're basically naked. That's
I
your
mean,
underwear.
it looked like long johns. Like to me, like
I know.
when we grew up with like the long johns, they were wearing long johns. They just, didn't have the open front. Like that was.
I was like, oh.
But that's what they wore for pants, and they didn't like they just that's what they wore.
Well, good for them.
I'm like, they looked very comfortable, I will say.
I don't know about that. So I was like, like my mom, she has a very expressive way of speaking, and I think I have that as well. And at one point, somebody came over to the house, and they were like, their crotch. She was sitting down and sewing, and his crotch was basically like eye level with her
because he was standing there.
He was standing there, and she was sitting down, and she's short anyways. And she just turned and she goes, I can see your eat log. And that basically means, you're a huevos ranchero. And there were times at that show where I could see their eat log. And I was a little bit like,
yeah. But,
I guess it's that gray sweatpants season.
Yeah. But instead of like the baggy gray sweatpants, these were like tight body conforming.
I know I could see stuff. I was like, I don't know if I should know about this. And like, it's kind of like, you're trying like to not look at it,
Yeah.
So of course you will look at
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And so like I was like trying real hard. Like somebody was talking.
Because you get that in your head, you're like, that's not what I saw, right? Like I didn't see what I think I saw. And so you look again. It's like and
then I don't want to get like caught looking at somebody's areas.
right.
But then there you go.
Yeah, there you go. The woman in front of me in the vaccination line, Marianne says, wore reindeer leggings. And Kimberly says, yeah, they are tight, but if I wear regular jeans, they are too baggy in my fanny and my legs. And Diane says, jeggings are comfortable.
Oh, are they?
I don't.
Well, as long as you're comfortable and you like it, that's what matters the most.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be some catty bitch that's going to be over there.
And I'm not making fun of people who wore them. I think, that's great. Like, be comfortable.
I'm not making fun of it, but I did see more than I probably should.
More than you would normally think you would see.
Like I knew stuff about some people. And so I was like, la 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 la.
It's yeah.
But that's because I'm like getting like a prude,
Well, I mean,
like in my youth, I've been like, yeah, wear the thong.
And that's the thing, like, yeah, like we shouldn't be censoring ourselves because we're getting older. Like, I think that's the wrong thing to do, but I think we naturally do that as we get older because, for one, let's go into the whole thing. Society tells older people that they need to dress a certain way. And you start to get into that mindset, and then you start thinking like, ooh, what are they wearing? But then you're like, why shouldn't they be able to wear that, right?
Because there's some people who they old and they wear some really funky stuff, and I love it.
Yeah.
Not from me, but I love it for them.
Right.
Like there's this couple online, and they're this older couple from Santa Fe, and they wear some wackadoodle stuff, and I just think it's so fun.
Yeah. And I've always had issues with body image and all that. So my whole thing has always been skewed. But I always admire people who wear what they want to wear.
There was this one lady that she'd go to all the art openings when I was in college, and she's real tall. And she always wore this shirt that was lime green and it was see-through. And like when you would talk to her, I was like eye to eye with her nipples. And
You're like, I can see you.
I was a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the thing.
That's the point.
Like they want you to be uncomfortable a little bit.
Yeah.
And so like that was the point of it.
Let's see here. Marion says, at least men don't wear cod pieces now.
Mm-hmm. They should. Some of them do. You see the ads from Temu?
I know, right?
They have ones. They're sold for cosplayers, and it's supposed to be to protect their modesty. But I was like, how does that protect their modesty if it has the outline of a dong?
Right.
It's like
extra.
It's like fake.
It's protect because it's not really you. It's fake.
Oh,
right.
It's like the actors that wear the prosthetics.
Yeah. Susie says it's like an accident. You don't want to look, but you can't look away.
Correct. And then I was like, I was like genuinely concerned that they didn't know, some of them, and that maybe they were gonna bust their pants, and then
they knew. They knew what they're doing.
Some of them.
Like some of them. Yeah. So that's what we got up to.
I was like, do they know that this is like mildly see-through? Like I had this black shirt once when I was younger, and I just thought I was a cat's meow in it. And I did not realize it was semi-see-through until somebody pointed it out to me. And I was like, is it?
Is it?
Because with black,
yeah.
So you don't really think of black as being like see-through.
Right.
And yet it was. And I think it's because it was so tight.
Yeah.
So it like
stretched a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I should have looked in the mirror and realized that. But
you look in the mirror in the house and it's darker till you go outside in the sun and it's like, oh. You can see through this.
Well, I did wear extra tight clothes when I was a server so that I would get more
More
tips.
tips, of course.
So
Like I said, I think people should wear what they want. What you're comfortable in, wear
I'm real comfortable in like a muumuu now. I would love to get my muumuu outfit.
it.
I just don't get my ass beat. So there's like a like balancing act.
There's
of,
that
like,
line of how much stress do you want to put yourself through with other people?
Like how much can I get with in Western North Carolina or Pennsylvania?
Western Pennsylvania.
Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Can you wear a muumuu as a guy and not get too much flack for it?
Maybe in the town. Here, if I did it like consistently, maybe I could be like the eccentric one.
I think that's the thing is you got to get over because I wore skirts before and the like I wore them in college and the more I wore them, the more people just stopped looking like they didn't care. But it was always the same environment and the same people. But when I first started it, there, people ask you questions and people talk. I mean, and it was mostly because it was college and it was always generally a good environment. It was not anything bad. But when you go out to other places, that's when you had to watch out.
Mm-hmm.
People say things, call names, make remarks, ask stupid questions.
Well, so like we went with this one of our friends, and they wore these like thigh high lace up gladiator sandals. And they went to the Walmart, and I was like, there's gonna be somebody to say something.
Yeah, they're just
and I was just like, just
be ready for it because it's gonna happen.
And of course, it did happen. And they were like upset about it, and I was like, well, we knew.
Yeah,
like we knew that was gonna happen.
Right. This is a different location than where they were from.
This is not New York City.
Yeah.
And they were upset about that. And like, I think they are right to be upset at because nobody deserves to be like kind of bullied. But
Or
at the
made
same
fun of.
time, like, we knew the situation we were going into, and
Yeah, we knew the mindset of the people that would be there.
and because that was not even as progressive as it is now. So anyway,
Marianne says, call it a caftan, and then a muumuu is totally acceptable.
okay.
She's like, I'll wear a caftan. It's all right.
I don't want it to be like the ones where they can see everything, like sometimes when like when we go to Tucson, there are some Muslim vendors there, and they have like the muumuu caftan things, and you can see all their business.
See through.
It's not see through. It's just because the way it rapes.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. But
Yeah. Oh, there come the comments. Yay. Teresa says there was a lady at work that wore clothes that were so see-through under the fluorescent lights.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. That happens. We don't all have that lighting in our house, right? You never know.
Who wants that lighting?
I know, right? Hopefully somebody told her and she realized. Or maybe that's what she wanted. I don't know. Probably not great for the work environment though, or for HR.
Well, that's another thing. Like, I think as long as you do your job and you do your job, I don't care if you're on a phone.
Yeah.
I think that like in some environments, like in a food situation, I would not want somebody else on.
Food situation with children. There's different environments, but
I mean, if there's children, then your parent has to be like, say it's okay. Because I'm who am I to tell somebody else how they're gonna rear their children? Like there's some kids that would be running around the nudist colonies and stuff. Like, that's different, but
yeah,
they're very worldly.
We've all got bodies.
Oh, and then I saw butthole magnets.
Cat butthole.
It was a cat.
I saw cat ones. but I don't know where you saw your magnets.
The ones did you see the ones I found on my timeline?
No, I
They
didn't see
were
that.
ads on my Facebook.
No, I was thinking at the show they kept showing people kept having these shirts, and there was a screen printer who was doing these shirts with cat buttholes. Um, oh no, I didn't.
And then these buttons came up because the algorithm.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing.
And I was like, these buttons look interesting.
Interesting. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us.
Anyway,
So that's hey, that's our talk for today.
did y'all like that?
How'd you like that? What's happening? What's going on, guys?
Association.
We are free associating a little bit today. It's good to just kind of relax and kind of unwind. So how's everyone else? What'd you have for dinner tonight? We're gonna have Andrew made. So we had that Indian and we brought home leftovers, but we haven't eaten the leftovers yet. Andrew made soup instead yesterday.
So we got this soup and I made it and it tasted like nothing.
Yeah, and it was two different soups and he combined them together and it ended up tasting pretty much
like nothing.
Like what was it?
Water.
No, what was the spice I kept? Nutmeg. It was like heavy on the nutmeg.
And that's it.
But
it also tasted like water. Like I couldn't even eat it.
Yeah, I ate it because I was hungry and I needed food and I was going to bed, but he did not eat it. He's like, well, so he doctored it up.
And it was good.
And he made it good and made some cornbread to go with it.
So it's kind of like a chili.
Yeah.
Almost.
Like a lentil. It's like my mom used to make a very thick lentil stew.
I think this one is similar to that.
She made that recently for us because I asked her for it.
And it has like ketchup and stuff in it.
It has ketchup and like barbecue sauce, and she usually does it with meat, but she made us a meatless version, and it's really good. It's not like regular lentil soup. Hey Michelle, thanks for joining in. Marianne had fin crisps and aged Havarti.
Sounds good.
Does sound good. Mary says, but we end on buttons. I know, right? Susie said, I had a week off last week. Lost track of reality. Still not sure who or where I am. That's nice to have a whole week. Nice to have a week off, right?
I 100% feel like that.
I know.
Because we got back from Italy and I was like...
We're still like... We haven't had time to... Like, we've just got back from Italy and then working on a show that weekend and then working on a show the next weekend. And now this weekend, we have a show this weekend. So it's like... It's been...
Part of me wants to find more shows. And be like, does anybody have any empty tables locally?
I know, right?
Because it would be good to get a little extra. And now that we've got like the table set up, it technically wouldn't be that hard to do it.
No, it goes pretty fast to set up, especially for the smaller shows, where we have just one table that we can fit in. It makes it easier. But we'll see how this weekend show goes. I got to start promoting it, and I got to talk to see when we can start setting up. Norma said I had a smash burger with mushrooms and onions and hash browns.
That's good.
Nice. We had some sheets today.
For
lunch, we had eggs on a croissant with hash browns, mini hash browns on top, and I had cheddar and ketchup, mustard, and mayo, and he had cheddar with a boom boom sauce
and lettuce and tomato.
Yeah,
it's good.
Michelle had made 7-bean soup, vegetarian style.
That's good.
It's nice. Sounds good.
There is something like, so I think, so this is my hypothesis, and it's probably accurate. Somewhere in this building is one of William's bananas.
I don't think I have a banana, but it's possible.
Banana husks before.
It's possible. Sometimes I put bananas.
Flies, and it's December.
Yeah. Sometimes I put bananas in my bags when I come to the cottage here to eat them, and then sometimes I forget that I brought a banana because I get so busy and I don't eat the banana. And then if it's in a bag with something else, sometimes I forget to look through them because I just assume that bag just has like beads in it. And sometimes it has beads and a banana
Or an apple.
or an apple.
And so I found like the remains of things before. And we have like fruit flies. And I was like, how do we have fruit flies in December?
Yeah. And they're like attacking us.
Mostly you.
Yeah, they like me.
Most things they touch me and they're like, ugh.
All that coffee you drink.
I know, they're like,
your blood doesn't taste good.
They're like this
coffee and onions. Boy, those onions. We had we stopped at Burger King and got Impossible Whoppers on Friday night. That was a quick because that was the only thing open by the time we were heading home. And
it's kind of a mistake.
That was kind of a mistake because one, I broke out immediately. So I left one for the next night and we had it as a snack. And I'm like, maybe it was something else I ate. As soon as I ate it the next night, I started getting itchy. So there's some kind of preservatives. It's probably some preservative. So the preservatives in it, I'm sure, because it was immediate. I just started swelling up on my shoulders and back. Anyway, we got that. I don't know what it is about Burger King onions, but when I eat them the next day, like I just touch my face and I could smell onion. Like it comes through me and like I feel like I smell like an onion and it's kind of disgusting. But it happens every time I eat like Burger King onions. I don't know what it is or why it happens. Let's see here. Marion says gutter mind kicked in. Talking about buttholes. I don't know what is. Oh, Andrew's butthole buttons.
Oh, my gutter timeline. Oh well, I'll get used to it.
I know, right?
It's not a real butthole.
Teresa says I am allergic to Impossible meat.
Oh, are you? What are you allergic to in it?
Yeah, what
is there food coloring in that?
I don't know, but
it bleeds like it's like a meat.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a
beef.
It's a no, it's an enzyme I think that they make.
Wow.
That does that. But I'm not usually, I think, allergic to it when we make it ourselves. Of course, who knows? Oh, that fruit flies are attracted to William.
Oh, for the like a gaze?
I don't know. I don't know.
You did an old reference there.
But yeah, apparently maybe I'm allergic to Impossible meat. I think it's the preservatives. Because all that stuff surely has preservatives in it. And
I also did not have problems in Italy with my gout.
No. Like I'm like, oh, but I took because I was thinking in Italy, like every day I was sure to take my antihistamines. So I took them in morning and night. And I was like, it's probably because I took them and I was really, making sure I took them. But no, like I've taken them here too. I take them every morning and every night. And I had I had a half of a Impossible Whopper. Andrew ate half and I ate the other half. And I broke out so bad. I took extra antihistamines that night and it's still
you're tired.
Yeah, still the next day I was breaking out from it. So there is definitely something different in the food in Italy because I didn't have a single case of even a minor breakout while I was in Italy.
No,
not even like sometimes if like I feel like my knees when they're together, if it's warm, I feel like sometimes they break out more often, like around my joints and stuff. Nothing happened. So it is definitely the food, I think, has fewer preservatives. And when you're allergic to lemon juice out of the bottle, but not lemon juice out of a lemon, the only thing that's different is the preservatives.
You know what is also funny is that like in Italy, I could drink and I didn't have any problems. But if I drink here, I have problems.
Yeah, it was true that the wine did not give me headaches.
Because he had a little bit of wine.
I had a little bit of wine in Italy, and normally if I have one glass of wine here, I get headaches, and I do get depressed slash anxious. And I did the depression, anxiety, that didn't go away in Italy. That I would wake up the next day and feel it. Um, Not as much because it also didn't come with the headache, which, you know, doesn't help. But I did not get a single headache from having any alcohol,
Mm.
and that is definitely
I was
not the
I was
case
also
here.
dehydrated. Like I knew I was getting dehydrated, and
Because we couldn't drink the tap water.
because I was getting a little bit concerned about not drinking enough water
Yeah.
while I was there, and I didn't have
Still
any problems.
didn't have any problems.
And I was like, we need to do something. Start growing vegetables out in the yard or something,
I
because
know.
this like having where I can't walk around or you're breaking out.
Yeah.
And
It's
like, I
not
don't know if
great.
it's the cold also that's like what messing with my joints. But like
Sure, that's not helping, but
my ankle was completely fine by the time we left. And when we got back, it started hurting again.
mhm.
And so I don't know if it's because of that or if I'm not as mobile.
Well,
Because I am not as like I don't
it could
walk
very
as
well
much.
be, yeah. It could be the because you are starting to get some arthritis from your gout, because that's what your test came back. So the cold weather, they always talk about how arthritis acts up in the cold
Well,
weather.
F this.
Like F this. Teresa says it is in the preservatives. Here in the USA, we use a lot more preservatives in the foods. Yeah,
Well, like why we need that?
I know.
Just buy it where it's got expiration date.
I know, right? Yeah, buy it before the expiration date. Use things that are more local, like they do in Italy. If it's not in season, don't ship it to me.
Well, that's like we were like, where's the basil?
Mhm.
And like they're like, it's not in season.
Yeah, it was like such a dumb like it's not in season. And we're like,
And
oh,
then we did see somebody growing it, and then we were tempted to snatch some pieces off. But
I know. Susie says we just all need to move to Italy. I know, right?
okay, ready.
Oh, Susan has joined us. Hello, Susan Surreal. Thank you for
Hi.
joining. Yeah,
All right, flip it.
let's flip
I
it.
got work to do.
You got work to do.
But start y'all off.
Where's my mat?
I don't know what you
Oh,
did
there it
with your
is. It's over
stuff.
there. Let's flip this camera around. This is the slow flipping camera.
All right.
And let's see here. Let's go into settings, camera, back ultra wide. Don't mirror it anymore. Here we go. There's the camera. What's going on here? We're crooked a little bit. Let's straighten this out. Oh, throwing those pennies around.
That's probably here it is. So I was like, it's gone.
It's gone now.
It got eat up.
Okay. Here we are. Oh, I got one here. All right. So there's that. There's that. Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Thanks for joining us. Susan says I pulled a muscle or something in my leg, so I will be more background than foreground.
Oh, which Susan?
That's Susan Surreal.
Oh no.
Hopefully you feel better.
That's because you
Need to-
Christmas tree
I
decorating.
know. I need to send you some of that arnica.
I know, but I'm kind of maybe not gonna do that.
And there's like, he's like, I'm going through it pretty quickly. Where are my papers? There they are. There's some papers. What letter am I using tonight? Let's see. This is Random Goodness Monday. RGM. How much are these?
$2 each.
$2 each. 2 of them available. Random Goodness Monday, RGM1. Let me put up the banner here. If you'd like to purchase from this video, take down the lot number. That's the RGM number. Send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com.
These ones is probably Indian glass, but they're based off of old Venetian.
Large glass beads.
Vintage.
And I don't know, there's
Caliper.
calipers. Marion says there are no obvious preservatives in Impossible Burger ingredient list. I can't even believe that.
Well, there's something in it. Isn't there MSG in it?
MSG would make my heart beat faster, but shouldn't break out. 20 and a half
Well, who knows?
by
Maybe it's in the
43.
bread.
Could be in the bread. Could have been in the bread. Could have been in any of the vegetables. Who knows how they're grown? Let me switch over here since the comments are up. Let me switch to the email. And this is RGM1, $2 a bead. We just sold both of them. Thank you so much.
They're a big one.
Give me a bag for them. Yep, that's a small bag. So there we go. I will put those here. This is our GM2. Are they the same price?
See.
They're foil glass though. Same price.
See.
Oh, Andrew's giving you the good deals today.
They're a Venetian.
$2 each. 2 of these available. RGM2.
No, there's only one of this one.
This is the big one. It's kind of a foil glass
It
in
is
red.
kind of wild. That one, it's got all kinds of stuff in it.
Huh?
And I think that's what makes it fun.
Um,
There's like little, it's like got giblets in it. Some of their lunch must have got in it.
some of them in this one.
Yeah, look at it. They got.
Oh yeah, it's got some.
I mean, it's got little things.
It's fun.
I think that's what makes it cool.
Let's see. Susan says that's probably what did it. I had to move most of the plastic in my storage closet out to get the 8 tubs I needed. Not the best idea.
That's what it is. You gotta do the one. You gotta do that one virtual one. That one where you just change the little what is it? You change like the screensaver and then it projects all the holiday ornaments on everything.
Teresa says my doctor said that I could be allergic to something in the enzyme they use.
Oh, well, maybe that's it.
Marion says no MSG. The only item I haven't heard of is soy legumoglobin, but they also contain natural flavors. Yeah, natural flavors is a thing. You don't know what's ever in it. And that's that soy hemoglobin, which is that's the enzyme that makes it look like it bleeds, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Skip that one.
Susan says Hubs wanted me to do as little as possible today, but that's boring and things still need doing. You need to be careful.
You won't get busted.
Take care of yourself. Things don't need doing that badly. Maybe some things do. I don't know. I don't know your life, but we want you to be careful.
Don't get busted.
Take care of yourself.
I'm gonna tell it. Don't get busted.
Don't get busted. We don't normally like to say listen to your husband, right? But
I don't.
Oh, no, he does not. He does not.
No, I know.
He does.
Or I don't.
Do what you want.
I do what I want.
No?
If I did what I wanted.
You do a lot of what you want.
Interesting.
Interesting. Suzanne says, is anyone ready for the holidays?
No.
Granny Southern Corner's back. Hello. This is Lovely Beads. Thank you.
Hello.
Susan says virtual decorations for the indoors. I've heard about the outdoor stuff though.
I don't know if they have it for the indoors, but in theory you could do it. Here, put it.
What? But what am I putting?
They're $1.50 each.
$1.50 each, and there are
soft enamel.
5 of them available.
On base metal charm. Look at tree.
Feed the cats and yourself and take any medications you are on, says Marianne. Look at that. Yeah, that's what you got to do, right? Just feed the cats, feed yourself, take your medication, rest.
Which by them cats that do chores.
You are.
I know. I was telling somebody about them, talking nonstop about them at the show. And they're like, oh, that's neat. I was like, yes, it is. Did you see those? I don't like the sad ones.
No.
Like that.
These are about 13 millimeters by 25 and a half.
There's some people that like the trauma porn. I prefer the uplifting ones where they're dutiful.
Michelle's not doing the holidays. Her hubby is still recovering, and she has her procedure next week.
Ooh, well, hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, hopefully everything goes well. I'm glad your hubby is recovering well. Seems like it. Granny's ready for the holidays. Just need a few things wrapped and going to Costco tomorrow to get food.
Wow.
Look at these. Where are you finding all these? RGM4. We just sold 2 of those, so there's 3 of them left. Thank you so much. How much are these ones, Andrew? Same. $1.50 each. Soft enamel. RGM5. These little gifts with the bow on the top. They're open backed. Granny says, are those little trees? They are little trees. Look at that. So that's RGM4. If you'd like to purchase, send RGM4 in the subject line of an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Put the number you'd like to buy. First come, first serve. These are the little gifts. RGM5. Granny says, adorable. I love Christmas stuff, right? And
Christmas.
I do too. Susan says, Suzanne, in a word, no. Not in panic mode, but I will be soon.
Oh, my word.
We just sold let's see. Oh, where am I at here? RGM5. We sold all 3 of those. Thank you so much. Somebody just tried to grab 2 of them again. Sorry, they are sold out before you got to them. Let's see here. Marianne says, holidays I have candles for Mondrinacht. Food is a day before thing. Susan says, Michelle, there's something about getting one of those ceramic Christmas that's beginning to be appealing. Instant holiday from a box.
We got one.
Oh, I hear your kiln beeping over there.
It's probably like here. It's done.
Yes.
I just turned it on. It's steam light.
How much you want to do these things for? $1 each. RGM6. $1 each. 2 of these. And I'm going to do RGM7. $1 each. 3 of these. My writing, everybody, if you can't read it, let me know. It's pretty atrocious sometimes. Okay, so these are little key charms. RGM6. Suzanne says, I've not gotten the food yet. Granny says, I have 9 trees up. I really love Christmas. We have some other friends who do that. They put like a tree in every single room in their house. Granny's got 9 trees up.
Who?
Granny's southern corner, 9 trees. And then
that's a lot of work.
These are $1 each. The feathers.
You said you love Christmas. You weren't joking.
I know, right? 3 of these available, $1 each.
What this? I don't remember who made these. I saw $5.
We sold both of number 2. So let me just put those away. Or I'm sorry, number 6. Number 6. 2 is still available.
Nobody wants them great big tomato beads.
I know. I'm surprised. The first ones, the yellow brown ones sold, but I thought these red ones were going to be the ones that would go.
3 would sell since 1 sold.
I know.
Oh well. Keep going.
Let's see. 9 trees in my apartment would leave me no space. 9 potential catastrophes. Is Marianne? Yeah, we would have many catastrophes.
Yeah, we had a Christmas tree one year, and then
how much you went on these ones?
$5 each.
RGM8. $5 for a ceramic pendant.
I don't remember who made it.
These are artisan ceramics.
I think there's white clover, but do not quote me on that. Because this has been raptured this long time.
$5 on this one.
I think these are fun.
RGM 10.
They're very kind of like Velcro.
$5 on this one.
Like those would be good with like wood.
Bone, wood.
I don't know if any of these are gonna sell, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're giving it a go. I like these ones.
Granny says, I wish I'd seen these a month ago. I have an advent box. I put little drawers and charms and beads in there for my granddaughter. You got to get on our website, Granny. Get on our website. You see wonderful things that you can fit in those. You can fit on those advent box drawers. Allegorygallery.com. Yeah, and it's never too early to start. Get these for next year. Right? Says I need to do that. I'm going to put these away because they're still available, but they have not sold out yet. We're going to make some room on the mat here. RGM4 still available. I think we have
Now I started pulling
3 of these still available.
I started pulling stuff for a Pantone kit. Do y'all like that idea, or you're just like, we hate it, burn it down with a fire?
Yeah, what do y'all think of the Pantone color?
'Cause
Cloud,
I like it.
Cloud Dancer.
First, I was like, wow, I wasn't as excited. And then I do get the point. Some people said this kind of like tone deaf with everything going on in the world.
Politically tone deaf.
Which usually they're pretty sensitive about it. So I don't know. I mean, this could be their statement about that, like trying to be like a peaceful instead of like, you know, having the fighting time. They want some like, you know, hopeful. Or maybe they go on the Asian way and it's like a funerary color.
Teresa says, I like it.
I think it's a pretty, like, you know, people were talking smack about it. Okay, I saw one person talking about how it was boring and basic. And I was like, so when you say boring and basic, you mean like your Winter Wonderland collection you did last year?
Oh.
I actually say that, but I did make a post about it. But all their stuff was white.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess it's not as boring now, huh? Anyway.
Says the owner is a big Trump supporter, says Suzanne.
Of Pantone? What's her name?
Pantone color's okay, but one person came up with an alternative that was Shutter pink.
Oh, I saw that that's a culture hustle.
And then somebody came up with an alternate black. And there's
black excellence.
Yeah. Suzanne says yes. Let's see. Granny says, oh no, I start right after Christmas for next year's Christmas. I have all my shopping done by October. That's nice. Norma says, not really wild about the white. It isn't really a color.
I've seen some beautiful things.
I think it's a great opportunity to use the white beads. And to be able to, like, something like this will really stands out if you have a white necklace, or, you know, like, it allows you to accentuate the other things you're using. So these are 11, 12, 13, and 14. Ceramic, handmade artisan ceramic. Don't know the maker at this point. It's been lost to time. Marianne says white is all the colors. Isn't white none of the colors? Black is all the colors. White is none of the colors, the absence of color.
How y'all know that this guy Kelly is Republican?
Andrew's looking now.
She's a black woman.
I didn't know Pantone had an owner. I didn't know that it was a private company. All right. Put some of these away. Where'd you get the information, Suzanne? How do you know? Oh, we just sold all 3 of those. Just as I started to put them away. All 3 of the feathers have sold. Thank you so much.
Well, the woman before Sky Kelly was Ellie Chen.
Suzanne says that's from what my sources say.
I don't know.
Have to do some digging. More digging. Susan says I'm kind of blah about the 2026 color. You know, if we look at it as just the color, and we take any possible politics.
Y'all don't like pearls? I know y'all like pearls. Don't be playing.
I know.
And then the people, the opalite, y'all don't like opalite? I know you like that.
If I take any politics or any possible racism or anything out of it, and I just look at the white, I like it. And I think it's because most of my life, I never wore white because I didn't think it looked good on me. And now I'm starting to wear it and I like it. And so I like how it can help accentuate other things. Suzanne says the woke ginger is a source, I think, for that.
Wow. Some people, that sounds like they're looking for something.
Norma says, but shouldn't color of the year be a main color, not an accent color?
No, because there are people who like, okay, let's look at some designs
but
that
like
are primarily white in jewelry. Like, this is an artist. Her name is Carolyn Morris Bach. And it's all kind of these tones of ivory and white. And that's cool. I mean, that's
the majority of that is white.
I mean, with a little bit of gold accent.
I mean, we're not going to try and convince you like it or you don't. Or Suzanne says usually the color grows on me. Diane says there is an interesting article about the color and the company's viewpoint on their choice. Yeah, they always usually write up
it's usually real thoughtful. Yeah. And that's what I kind of.
This one came WWD.com Fashion News Pantone Color of the Year Controversy. Have to check that out. Suzanne says that is very cool, Andrew.
All right. So I'm going to show you something else. A little bit wackadoodle, but I still like it.
Of course. Has to be a little wackadoodle for Andrew, right?
Well, let me zoom in on it, but like, so she got a spawn on her head. That's fine.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
How about this thing? Little white cat. Y'all gonna hate on that white cat?
I'd wear that for sure.
Times 2 times 10.
Michelle says you can definitely use it in your beads.
And you know what? Let me just say, if you're like a person of color, white actually looks good on you. I don't know. Maybe that's a generalization, but like, I know there's some people I know that are black and they only wear white.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like a Yoruba thing, so I don't know if that's like they have to do that.
Suzanne loves that white cat. This is RGM 15. This is a vintage strand of snow quartz. Really pretty rounds. I think these are 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter snow quartz. They almost look like a selenite.
Mhm.
Right? Because
That's their Pantone color.
I know that's right there. Some Pantone, Cloud Dancer.
These are Cloud Dancer rounds.
Cloud Dancer rounds, only $10 for the strand. One strand available. RGM 15.
Well, we did do a vintage white last year for our holiday kit. But look how cute that is. I mean, it looks kind of yellow on the screen, but it's white. Look at that. It's so cute. Just a little pop of red and then little.
See, that's what I mean. You can use something like this bead, and you
With
really,
this.
yeah, like if you put these together, like what really pops then? Like your main design is white,
I like that. It brings out
but
some of the highlights in
yeah,
that.
but look at how well that goes together, for example.
That
So,
does look good. Good job, boy.
see, you can do it,
I'm
everybody.
not trying to trick you all into liking it.
Yeah, you like what you like.
But I do think it looks nice. So, oh well.
You all like what you like, but
I'm not gonna yuck your yuck.
yeah. I try to keep the politics out of it. I like the color. I do, though, understand that some people could see it as tone deaf
Especially with everything going
with everything going on. But I have not. I'll have to look at that article, Diane, that you posted and see if what they say about
it.
their.
Every single year, no matter what, since they've had it since cerulean,
Yeah.
there's always been somebody say something about it.
Yeah.
There's never been not a year when everybody got it's like everybody agreed on it.
Yep.
And like I always say there's one comment, oh, that's so 80s. No matter what colors it is, there's always at least one person says that's
so 80s.
Or that's so 70s.
So this is Nepalese, and it has turquoise and carnelian. It's a vintage piece, $38. That's what it was whenever. We're leaving it at the same price for y'all. Only one of them available. This is a beautifully big piece, about 50 millimeter, no, sorry, 46 millimeters by about 77 millimeters, which in inches, that is about just about 2 inches by about 3¼ inches. That's RGM 16. Diane says the first part of the article has political stuff. Scroll to where the company's viewpoint starts. Okay, I'll check that out. Suzanne says, I'm just surprised they chose yet another neutral. Yeah, that is true.
I think with so much stuff going on in the world, it's like you need something like grounding, I think.
Yeah. I think it's something to build other things off of. Like they're not going to force you into trying to work with something strange or different right now. It's just giving you a very good base to work from.
But they also, so here's the other thing, is that they are kind of, part of it is they're reacting. So they're reacting to what they've seen. So it's kind of like, if people don't like it, it's not them who's just like arbitrarily coming up with, they're saying white. It's because they see this as like a thing that is like a trend that's like common right now and will be something that happens. And I mean, think about like your appliances. I mean, it makes total sense when you're talking about the economy being bad, that they're not going to do any wild, crazy colors because it's cheaper to make a white appliance.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to make a white car.
Oh, we just all of a sudden got 2 people with RGM 15. So that's sold. Thank you so much. This is RGM 17. These are carved bone with these brass end caps. Large tube. This is approximately 55 millimeters by 21. Michelle says, oh, think of the high fashion dresses mixed with pearls and silk and white. Norma says, I do have to admit that the white moonstone is one of my favorite stones. So there is that. right? Use that. Suzanne says that works. Susan
Pearl.
Susan says, I love Moonstone in all the colors, but I see the Cloud Dancer and I think over bleached teeth. See, I see a little bit of yellow in Cloud Dancer. Like I feel like it's softer.
I think there's a little bit of blue.
Really?
But
I
it
don't know.
could be because maybe the screen that I'm looking on.
It could be the same for me too with the yellow. Well, in general, it's very difficult to keep clean, says Susan, right? We've just sold 17 as well. So let me take both of those things away. Thank you so much.
But I still have some brown beads if you want some brown beads from last year.
Brown beads from last year.
Make them moves.
Andrew's got them. If you still need them.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Apparently Kate Middleton has a Cloud Dancer outfit for Christmas, says Marianne.
Didn't she always wear white?
Suzanne says I see blue in Cloud Dancer as well.
I do think that the picture they picked was a little bit of an interesting choice. Somebody was talking about how that they wear the bell bottom, extra big bell bottom, and it's not dragging the mud.
But wide leg pants are back in. Like everybody's going to boot cut again. Wide legs are in. It's just the thing.
And then somebody was talking about how it looked like Harry Styles. I was like, people like Harry Styles, from what I
Right?
remember.
Yeah, there's not been any bad that I've heard of about Harry Styles.
Like, there's people who really like.
I like his music. I think he's cool.
Well, there's some people who like real.
This is RGM 18. It's another one of these in a different style. There are 4 of these available at $8 each. This big flower, carved bone. These are carved bone with the brass end caps on them. Vintage. And I've got, there's the other ones. Pantone leadership is buried in big corporations, but as near as I can figure, they actually contribute to Democrats, says Marianne.
That's what I would always really like some shot.
Yeah, that's what we've always kind of heard. That's why it was a little bit shocking to hear, maybe not. So,
well, who knows? I mean, there's always, you never know how things.
Everybody's donating every which way to save as much as they can right now.
And some of the people that you think is they're staunchly Democrat or whatever, they have to double dip so that they don't get the retaliation time.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't know, that's not for me, but maybe for somebody else.
This is a hand carved fish on wheels.
Or coins.
Or coins for money, for good luck and money. It looks like fish on wheels to me. But it's happy to be there.
What's that Gertrude sign? A woman needs a man.
Oh, well, means man like a fish needs a bicycle.
And then U2 made it into a song.
Did they?
I thought so.
I don't know.
I couldn't have been made that up.
We sold 1 of 18. We still have 3 of those available. Thank you.
Pretty.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Let me put the ceramics away so we can move some more things on here. Looks Chinese inspired, so coins, says Marianne. And they have wheels on carts.
Bikes.
They got bikes.
They probably got more bikes than anything.
Right. Could be anything that fish wants to do.
How about this for Pantone Correct?
Oh. Look at that. What is that?
This glass from the 50s, bro.
That's nice.
I would not put it on. And they fall apart.
Suzanne says, is that fish stone or bone? It is stone. It is stone. I don't know what stone. A jade of some sort?
Let's see.
And we're gonna check it. It's very
jade.
Yeah, it's kind of translucent.
Looks like that. Darken some of the recesses to make
Suzanne says, nice, Andrew.
Isn't that fine?
19 has sold. So the fish has sold. Thank you so much.
How big this bracelet you think is?
How big?
It doesn't look like for child.
Is it on stretch?
No.
Oh, it has a. What do you box toggle? Yeah, that's like. I mean, I have a big wrist, but it almost could close on me. It's not too bad. Look at that beautiful box toggle clasp.
But yeah, you can tell that's old because they strung on cotton thread.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
And look at that patina on that toggle clasp.
It's been around the block.
That's nice. I like it.
I know some of y'all like that milk glass.
That milk glass.
I know y'all, there are people like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. And then they collect that Westmoreland milk glass.
I know.
Y'all.
Y'all, I think everyone's gonna find more ways to use this white than they think.
There's some people they never like and
I'm excited to design with it actually. I think it'll be fun.
even you don't have to use a whole bunch either. That's the thing.
No.
It's like a punctuation mark.
Right?
But anyway, I get off my
Your soapbox about it.
On soapbox.
You do like the
Stuart Simple. He talks a bunch of shit about Pantone, and yet he makes some bootleg colors and he sells out. So who's profiting off of who?
right.
His whole thing is about reactionary. Like he started making the blackest black because of that Anish Kapoor. So
Susan says I'll use Cloud Dancer as an accent.
So, like, while I like him, that Stuart Simple, his whole thing is about how he can get one underneath the what he considers the big shots. So, like when they
this is a 34-inch strand of Amazonite chips. And we were looking up prices for Amazonite chips.
Just chips in general.
Chips in general. It seems like prices are starting to go up on chips.
Yeah, because they don't have the factories making them as much.
And especially these, I was surprised. We were seeing like chips that weren't that nice going for like $20 a strand.
Somebody said that when they went to China, because they go to China to buy stuff, they went to this town where they always bought stuff, and the town was just not there. It was
Gone.
And that was after COVID times.
Oh, wow.
They said that either they couldn't make a living and had to get other jobs or something happened. But that one town was just completely off the map.
Michelle says, oh, all the earrings I made for Venice Beach did sell well when we were there. Says, so there are many people out there wearing AG beads. Nice. Let's see here.
Get him out in the world.
Let's see. Susan says sometimes who the workers support is very different from the party and candidates the executive support. Marion says true, though, but the CEO of Danaher Corp, Stephen Rouse, definitely supported Democrats. Pantone is part of a spinoff from Danaher. It's complicated. Susan says it sounds complicated. Everything's complicated because everybody owns a ton of stuff nowadays, right?
Wow. And then, what I think, yeah. I mean, because it's one of those things like the companies, they get bought and sold, and then it's not the same. Or people were one way one year and then changed, and then,
RGM 21. These are these beautiful. I know some of y'all like Patricia Healy stuff. These are these little Patricia Healy hearts. These little charms. And we've got 3 of them. They're $5 each. Patricia Healy Artisan Charms. And size on these, approximately 11. Make sure this is right. Yeah, 11 by 14 and a half. Says, oh, cute, says Susan. Aren't they cute? That's RGM 21. Cute little heart, says Marianne. Can't believe 16 hasn't sold. I thought that piece was going to sell real quick. That Nepalese piece.
Which one? How much is it?
38.
Maybe give it 32.
All right. Andrew's reducing it, even though that was the old price. RGM 22. Don't worry about it, William. RGM 22 is this beautiful piece. This is one of these long beads. Nepalese metalwork with the carnelian and the turquoise. And this bead is approximately 2.5 inches by about 3/4 of an inch. Awesome focal, whether you use it this way or this way. And it's actually a pretty light bead for as big as that is. Let's see. Got another chip strand for you. This time it's a beautiful fluorite chip strand. And this is RGM23. And it's $8 only for the strand. And it's a nice long strand. Smaller chips than the Amazonite. But it is a 34-inch strand as well. And really pretty, nice quality vintage fluorite. Marianne's going TV only. See you on the flip side, Marianne. This is RGM 23. Beautiful fluorite chips. All right. I'm going to take 16 away. Oh, we just sold 16. Thank you so much. That price reduction did it. Yeah, that's going to go to a good home. RGM 18, I'm going to put that away. We still have 3 of these. Anybody's interested in those? Again, those are about 2 inches by almost 3/4 of an inch. Nice big hand carved bone beads. And I'm going to put 20 away, which are the Amazonite chips still available. Oh, Charlie's lurking. Hello, Charlie.
I was thinking about you, Charles.
Says lurking on YouTube. 16 looks like grandma's dowry, and those little hearts are adorable, and 22 is lovely.
Whenever I come across the Tibetan stuff, I think about that. Grandma's dowry.
Grandma's dowry. Charlie's saying, what did everyone eat? I made yakitori chicken tonight.
How come you don't come over here?
I know. Just bring your food.
You don't even have to make food. I think I'm making food.
He says he'll make food. You just need to hang out with us. But the food would be delicious too. If you want to bring it.
He's like, don't forget your roots.
You're not allowed to come to someone's house without a gift, right?
Don't weaponize it.
That's what Andrew tells me.
Correct.
All right. These.
I had to argue with somebody about giving them money.
Yeah, you did. Oh, they were a match for you too.
They took it. So
he's like, I eventually won. Up 23 has sold. Thank you so much.
worn out.
These are beautiful. Look at the quality of these beautiful aquamarine chips. These are small chips. These are like 7, some of them are 3 millimeters, like 3 to 7 millimeter chips. Really high quality, vintage strands, 34 inches again. And just gorgeous quality. We've got 3 of them available, only $8 a strand. I'm going to go ahead and put 23 away since it's sold. Thank you. Thank you. Susan had Costco pizza, which is actually pretty good. Suzanne had simple pasta with grated parm.
Great.
Yeah, that sounds delicious too.
Do any of these do stuff with cabs?
Cabs? Cabochons?
Yeah.
Y'all interested in cabochons?
Some cheapy resin.
Cheapy resin ones. Way to sell it.
Well, it's not expensive, so.
RGM 25 coming up. These are bone, carved and dyed bone tube beads. Suzanne says, sure. We've just sold 1 of 24. Thank you so much. We've got 2 of those left. These are carved and dyed bone beads, 6 millimeters approximately by 21.5. And you get the whole strand of these. This is an 18-inch strand. There are 4 strands of these available. Vintage carved dyed bone, RGM 25, $12 a strand. $12 a strand.
I did have an oopsie earlier.
What was your oopsie?
That thing fell down and all the bead mix.
Oh my goodness, there was a whole thing of bead mix that fell while we were cleaning. That was not ideal.
Yeah, it's probably less than.
RGM 26. This is a beautiful bronze toggle.
The
Leafy bronze toggle.
Is that toggle technically though?
It goes like that. Goes in there.
This closure.
Closure. What's the difference?
Toggle is when there's a bar and the bar gets held by the hole.
This does that, right? Oh.
Is there a bar or is it a hook?
It goes in like this.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So you have that side and that side. It goes in like that.
That's a little bit wild.
I know, right? Pretty nice. $9 for bronze. I know, that's it. That's what you priced it. Charlie says, I'll cook, LOL. I'll figure out vegetarian lumpia. And
there's a thing called mushrooms.
I'm just wondering if it'll stay crispy in the drive. If it warms up, I can try to make it out there. I made lots of cookies recently too. I should have asked PJ Manny to drop some off, but I didn't think about it. And Costco pizza and pasta sounds yummy, she says.
I helped my mom make lumpia.
Oh yeah? Oh, we just sold 26, the bronze toggle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know why it's not my favorite? Is because you spend like all this hours and hours and then it's gone in like 5 minutes.
Because the people love it.
Like people, they used to beg my mom to make egg rolls all the time.
Suzanne says, I knocked over a tub of incense yesterday. It was a mess, but it smelled great. That's rough. That's rough.
Was it on fire still? Or just the ashes? I have this pumpkin spice candle and it smells good.
RGM 27. These are bronze as well. These are bronze discs. Whoa, as I drop them. You get all 3 of them for only $6.
You can make a toggle with that.
Andrew went wild pricing these.
You could put like a stick pearl and use that.
Oh, a stick pearl on those for a toggle would be excelente.
That'd be fun.
RGM 27, $6 for the lot of 3 of those. Not $6 each. $6 for all of them. RGM 28.
You know what? I'm maybe thinking that if we do book club again, we might do this. The Glassmaker is our book, because I think that could be a fun.
I don't know the Glassmaker, but
it's all about the rebel lady, the Venetian.
The Venetian Rebel. RGM 28, another Patricia Healy piece. These are these little wire hearts in the flame polished copper. And these are $4 each. We've got 4 of them available.
I don't know. Are you all interested in book club?
Anybody interested in restarting the book club? Like really interested, not just like passing interested. Like you want to take part in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like, oh, it might be a good idea.
I was thinking about instead of every month, we might do it every quarter.
1 book a quarter, 1 book every 3 months.
Because the 1 book a month is good when we have like a real robust like local group.
Yeah.
But I will fully admit I didn't finish some of the books.
RGM 21, before I put these away, these are the Patricia Healy copper.
We had 1 book and I was like
$5 each.
If you listen 3 hours a day, you never gonna finish it.
Yeah, I could probably even get 1 book every 3 months read. I think I can manage that.
Well, I think also because I didn't, it's nice when we have a book that has something that's like directly
Nobody's gonna grab this.
To what we're doing.
Okay, I'm dropping the price on this one too.
What?
This one.
Okay.
Going down to 22.
22.
That's the lowest. It was 24.
Paramount Dowry.
I know. 22 if anybody wants it.
That's a nice one.
That is a nice piece. Going once, going twice.
Floral and what's that bronze?
I think it's actually carnelian.
Is it? Let me see.
You look. Maybe it's coral on that one.
There's little coral fragments.
Coral fragments? Okay. So coral and turquoise, not carnelian.
And then they mixed with the resin that they stuck in, they mixed the powder of the metal. And that gives it like a little bit of a glint in there.
Yeah, see that?
See that?
Let's see. Suzanne says that's doable, but it would depend on when you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we sold 27. I'll put that one away. Thank you so much.
Y'all tell me. But that was hard this year because I was on the road.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Teresa says I would be interested in the book club.
So we went our first book meet in March.
In March. Yeah, we debut it in January and then we'd have the meeting in March.
I'm thinking maybe the Glassmaker.
It sounds good.
Because I would listen to that again.
Okay, we've got 2 more of these available. RGM 24, if anybody's interested in one of those. $8 only for that beautiful aquamarine.
And her other book.
Let me show you. Here,
about the unicorn tapestries.
These are the other 2. Look at those.
And then her other book, Girl with a Pearl Earring. Would you want that a whole year?
Kimberly says, I'm in on a book club. 1 a quarter. Yep, 1 book a quarter. And on those months, we wouldn't have our creative make-along. We'd have book club instead. We got to start working on our Beat in the New Year calendar.
Do y'all want to do that?
Anybody, yeah, do people still want to do Beat in the New Year? I was thinking about that the other day. I was talking to somebody about how we often do Beat in the New Year. Are y'all interested in Beat in the New Year still? Or is that idea just not happening?
I know some of y'all get really into it, and I'm caught into it. I like that Tracy Chevalier. She got this one. I haven't read it yet. It's called Remarkable Creatures. There's another one called, but y'all know Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Suzanne says yes.
Yeah.
Kimberly says, I don't know what that is. You weren't with us for Beat in the New Year. So Beat in the New Year is where every January, pretty much every January for the last 5 years or so,
It's longer than that.
maybe longer than that, we publish a calendar that every day in January has a prompt. And it's to get your creative juices flowing for the new year because we know the holidays wear people out. So we give you a prompt every day in January. You can do them daily. You can do them, like out of order, in order. We don't hold you to it, but you can pick and choose, do what you want, skip a day, but it's to help give you inspiration for the entire month of January. Suzanne did a capital yes on that. Book club does sound interesting. I can think of a few titles that might work. Beat in the New Year is fine too. Susie says RGM 22 is pretty. I know it's pretty, right? Look at that. We reduced the price too to $22 only. Still available though. Next up, RGM 29. These are bone.
I could be. There's one called the Virgin Blue.
Diane says, sounds interesting, the beating. Beat in the New Year is fun. Beat in the New Year, I think. And we usually do posts and in the design challenges group, and you tag it Beat in the New Year. And a lot of people do them every day and show what they've made. These are dyed and carved bone beads. You get this whole strand. A selection of them are kind of like the etched agate. They kind of look like that. And then the rest of them look like this. Now, Andrew also said that some of these might look like they could be possibly, what do you call them?
Bury nuts.
Bury nuts. We were told they're marked as all African bone, but they do have that look, so we can't be 100% sure. But if we go by what they're tagged, they are African bone. The old price was $20. Because of not being 100% sure, we're giving it to you for 18. That's a very long strand of those. That is a 32-inch strand of those for only $18. And they do kind of graduate. These ones are mostly around 10 millimeter. And then these other side are kind of 12 and a half. 22 and 29 just sold. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Kimberly says, oh, fun. I am in. I figured you would like that, Kimberly. I can't believe you weren't around. It feels like you've been with us forever. And I can't believe you weren't around in January.
I know.
That's so wild. This year has been long and short at the same time. Susan says, The Swifts, A Gallery of Rogues by Beth Lincoln is very trippy. Lots of visuals for inspiration.
What's that are you in that group?
If you're in the design chat, or not design, the
Inspired by Reading.
Yeah, so look up, let me see if I have a thing here.
Suzanne says the Virgin Blue is sad. Now I skipped it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just about to say that. I don't know if I have our group. So look up Inspired by Reading on Facebook. It's a Facebook group for the book club. Kimberly says, I think I joined y'all in February. Let me put this one away too. Thank you. Thank you. And the last one tonight, we're at 30, unless Andrew's got more.
Did you do those little tiny heart?
Hmm?
These ones?
Yep.
We did those?
Yep. They're RGM 28.
Oh.
RGM 30. This is a beautiful strand of African beads. What are the longer bone beads still in the baggie? Oh, these ones? These are carved bone. These ones? RGM 18. RGM 18 are these, the large carved bone. And then the last strand is RGM 30, $20 a strand. And this is a 33, about a 33-inch strand of all these different kinds of African beads. Really pretty. I'll take you through here, through the strand. A lot of sand cast. Susie says it's so pretty, right? A lot of the sand cast beads in all different colors. One strand of those available. Generally, these are around about 7 millimeters. The lengths vary. RGM 30, $20 for that last lot. 30 lots tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
I think that's all new stuff.
All stuff we've never shown before. Yep, none of it we've had before. It all came from the stash. I know, right? You know, we have to show you some things over and over because some people see them, some people don't. Sometimes you're in the mood for it, sometimes you're not. But this is all stuff that we've never had on the show before. Never had any old lot numbers to it. So these are all brand new to you. Some of them are brand new to me. I didn't know we had them. And yeah, so that's that. So let us know if you're not in Inspired by Reading. Join the Inspired by Reading book club on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, just search Inspired by Reading. I don't know what the banner is right now. It's probably one of the old books we had.
This is the last book.
Last book we had.
Which was Stone Witch of Florence.
Stone Witch of Florence. And if you're interested in joining that, or you want to give any suggestions for books, we could have up to 4 books next year.
Yeah.
So 4 books next year for the book club to get a nice start on the book club again if you want to.
If we get a lot of them, we may do it every other month, like
Yeah.
every 2 months. But I think
maybe we'll start off
if there
slow.
If there are no suggestions, then that means
nobody wants the book club.
Well, the thing is like when we started the book club, it was mostly for locals, really.
Yeah, it was because we were in with a bookstore.
And people came from all over the country to come. And for a while, people were like really into it.
Yeah.
But you know what? For whatever reason during the pandemic, when you think it would be like the ideal time for book club,
an online book club,
it just sort of kind of fell apart.
Yeah. Suzanne says, good night, everyone. See you Wednesday. Thank you for joining. Suzanne says that book was great. The Stone Witch of Florence.
That was a fun one.
Diane also says, have a good night. Have a good night, Diane. Thank you for being here. Susan says, good night and sweet dreams to all. You too. Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Right. Suzanne says, have we read Tracy Chevalier's latest?
What is that?
I don't know. Put it in the group, Suzanne. Drop it in the group. Yeah, so if you have suggestions for books, put them in the group. Maybe write a little bit of why you suggest it, but don't give away any spoilers. That helps. And if you're interested in Beat in the New Year, please start posting about that maybe in the Design Challenges group and say, we want Beat in the New Year, because it's about time we got to start working on that calendar if we're going to get it out to y'all. So let us know about that too. Let's see. Kimberly says, good night, everyone. Good night, Kimberly. Suzanne says, okay, I'll do it. Thank you so much. And we will see you back here, most of you, not Suzanne, tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see most of you. We'll see you, Suzanne, on Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday. We're going to be in Pittsburgh on Wednesday. Maybe. Andrew will be. I probably will be. Then I have my pottery class. So I don't know if we'll be around Wednesday, to be honest. We'll see how things go. We'll play it by ear for now. I don't know what the times are and everything. But yeah, thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for the good conversation. We'd love to hear from you all and chat with you all. And we will see you tomorrow, most of you. All right, hopefully. All right, everyone. Have a great night.
See
Bye.
ya.